Huh? Is this part of the show? Mr. Lyney, you're going to use magic to fix the stage now, right?
What happened?
Oh no. Maybe this isn't part of the show. The girl was still in that box, right?
This performance is over. Medical staff with me. Guards, secure the scene and detain all the performers. Seal the exits. No one is allowed in or out at this time.
What just happened? Lyney, no!
Yes, that's right. If this was just an accident, then we must investigate the cause. But if this was all part of some scheme, then those accountable will not escape the judgment of the God of Justice.
No need to be alarmed, you two. We'll get to the bottom of this soon enough.
Okay, I like new relate. Oh!
Unfortunately, the person who is in the magic box has been pronounced dead.
Ah!
His name was Cowell, one of the assistants in Lyney's magic troupe.
I knew like it was the assistant, but...
Apparently, the fireworks on stage ignited the ropes that were suspending the water tank, which then caused the tank to fall onto the stage. As of now, we are still not sure why we found Cowell in the box, rather than the guest from the audience.
Yeah, he was outside of it, so I don't
And
understand.
after an initial search of the area, the guards have confirmed that the girl is nowhere to be found. It appears that this incident was not merely some mishap with the performance. And there are many indications that it is connected with the case of the serial disappearances of young women.
The serial disappearances case?
That's the case that Charlotte mentioned before.
And to pull it off like this.
I know the truth. I can see through the whole thing. Really, using such a shallow and obvious mystery as his finale. Did he really underestimate us that badly? I say that our powerful magician, Mr. Lyney, is now the prime suspect for the serial disappearances case.
What?
Huh? Why me? This whole thing was an accident.
Lyney didn't do anything.
No, this all occurred during your magic show, did it not? The missing girl disappeared after being chosen, did she not? The deceased is one of your assistants, is he not? Now that I think about it, that whole speech about magicians making things disappear was nothing more than a provocation, a bald-faced challenge.
Fiorina, no.
That can't be right. How can Lyney do this? He was in the box on the stage the entire time. We can even hear his voice. Besides, before the show, he told us that he would like to catch the criminal behind the disappearances. He couldn't possibly mean catching himself.
He's a
Save discussion
suspect
for
at
a later
most.
time, please. Lady Farina, may I assume that your comments just now constitute an accusation against Mr. Lyney and his associates, and that you are pressing charges?
I just think that I think it might be a little early to talk about formally pressing charges.
I don't
But
think
what
she's
Lady
ever
Farina
gone to a
said
law
just now
class.
makes perfect sense. Looks like she's gonna personally deliver justice.
A kidnapping and murder carried out under the cover of a magic show. Lady Farina said it all.
No, 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 no.
I mean, of course, my dear people. But what excites me even more than the obvious truth before our eyes is the opponent I'll be facing.
Okay, she's a people pleaser. I don't like
That's
this.
right. I mean you, traveler.
Hmm?
You'll support Lyney, won't you? After all, he was the one who helped you the first time we met.
I mean, I don't trust him, but like, I guess I do.
Then there's no
I mean, I
problem
trust he
at
didn't
all.
do this murder.
You know, the traveler and I already had a duel the first time we met.
You call that a duel?
But with Lyney's help, our little duel ended in a draw. But draws really are the most boring possible outcome. So, no more draws. Between the two of us, there must be a clear winner and loser. And what better place to hold such a riveting showdown and decide the true victor than here, on the grandest of stages, the Opera Epiclese.
This is all so messed up.
Draw? She obviously lost last time.
I understand. Charges have now been pressed, and as such, a trial is in order.
Nouvellette, I was
Well,
liking you. What the
traveler,
heck?
Seems Lady Farina has set you in her sights. But putting her dramatic rhetoric aside for a moment, I would like to ask you, are you willing to act as Mr. Lyney's attorney and defend him in this case?
Oh my god. I love Danganronpa. I am knowledgeable on how to do a trial. I
Very
can
well.
do this.
The
Let's
trial will be held
go.
a day from now in the Opera House. Both sides may investigate the scene to build their cases and search for the truth.
All right.
Lyney and his troupe are all potential suspects and shall remain within the Opera House. The audience may begin to leave in an orderly fashion once they have been cleared by the guards.
A day isn't that long. Let's see what kind of case this big shot outlander can build in such a short amount of time. I'm really quite looking forward to hearing it.
I'm sure everyone sees me as the biggest suspect at this point. But if you ask me, the whole thing is mysteries layered upon mysteries, such that all that's left is confusion. Even a skilled and knowledgeable magician like myself couldn't pull all that off in just 1 minute.
It's very strange, but there's no denying what
Precisely why
happened.
we need to investigate. As this book says, the impossible could not have happened. Whatever happened must have been that which is possible.
Where did you get those glasses?
Paimon bought them when we were reading at the bookshop in the city earlier.
You have your own Mora?
Don't worry.
I want
I
some.
used your own savings to buy them. It wasn't from our travel funds.
I think they look cute on you, Paimon.
You have good taste, Lynette.
That's the right attitude. Feeling depressed isn't going to help me now. I need to get back to my normal self. But with the guards watching our every move, it's going to be especially difficult for Lynette and I to prove our own innocence. Good thing you agreed to be our attorneys. Thanks for that. We'll be counting on you.
Yes, thank you so much.
I won't let you down.
Yeah, just leave it to us.
Paimon, I can't take you seriously with those.
Since
No.
we're going to start investigating, Paimon has a question first. Where did Lynette go during the performance?
Oh, well... I'm afraid that would involve some of our essential trade secrets as magicians.
The secrets behind our magic are past saving, Lyney.
I suppose you're right. The truth behind our tricks is going to be important evidence that will be weighted during the trial.
Exactly. This gives me Himiko Yumena's
'Tis
case
truly a
thing.
As a
Whatever it
magician,
was.
our
We gotta
magic
do
shows a
this
work of art.
Danganronpa style.
We've poured countless hours and spared no
Ace
effort in
Attorney
perfecting
style.
it. But if revealing our secrets will help you uncover the truth behind what happened, then it will be well worth it.
How's the investigation going?
We're Lyney and Lynette's attorneys.
I see. You must be the traveler that Lady Farina mentioned. Listen, I'll be perfectly honest with you. I'd avoid getting mixed up in this whirlpool of a mess if I were you.
Huh? What do you mean?
Come with me and you'll see.
Oh god, I'm
The
scared.
deceased is one of Lyney's assistants, named Cal. Even though he hadn't joined the troupe long, he was hardworking and everyone generally liked him.
How
This is the real
inside?
mystery. We've already searched the scene and were unable to find any traces of the girl. However, if you look carefully, the box was positioned directly under the water tank. The ropes holding the tank were then burned by the pyrotechnics on stage, causing them to snap. All these factors lining up so perfectly makes it hard to see this as a mere accident. If anything, the more logical explanation is that the whole incident was intentionally planned, and Lyney is the most likely person to have access to all these areas.
But he doesn't have a motive.
Are you both good friends of his?
Well, you can't say we're good friends, but we've known each other for a little while.
So in just a short time, he was not only able to win your trust, but even convince you to act as his attorneys.
Dude,
I know
no.
there's no such thing as magic. The real trick of a magician is holding the audience in the palm of their hand. Anyway, you may investigate the scene of the crime yourselves if you're curious. Who knows, maybe you'll be able to come up with some new evidence.
He seems so sad. Okay. Ow! We got a case! Guys, we got the Monokuma file! Okay. 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 I got this. Okay. This was the deceased identity. Alright. Alright. Oh! What is this? Oh, that's the thing. Okay. It gave me Scaramouche's thing. Okay. Hold on. I gotta... Oh my gosh.
Hey, you! Yes, both of you! Over here! I've been keeping an eye on you for a while now.
I wasn't leaving.
Huh? You mean us?
That's right. If I'm not mistaken, you're also among those who wish to cut down the thorns and pursue the truth. No? And by the looks of it, you're not from Fontaine.
Well, you're right on the more about that one, but who are you?
Have you never heard of the Spina di Rosula?
No.
From mediating disputes and providing protection to solving conundrums, you name it, Spina di Rosula does it. And I, Navia, have the honor of being its renowned president. No need. You don't have to call me boss. Just Navia is fine.
Okay, if you say so.
All merely trifling details. Never mind. Now, back to the situation at hand.
So, do you want to investigate as well?
I've always kept an eye on the serial disappearance cases. My interest stems from a matter back from my father's time. Judging from the look of things, I find Lyney an unlikely mastermind.
Really? We think so too. But how did you come to that conclusion?
Intuition, naturally. My unparalleled intuition.
Okay.
Farina sure was quick to point the finger at Lyney without any decisive evidence whatsoever, wasn't she? But that's not uncommon for her. If you remember, the justice had to interrupt her and ask if she was pressing charges just to keep her from getting carried away. Anyway, a trial begins the moment someone levels charges. And, of course, there was no way Farina was going to back down in that situation.
Okay, I guess Navi is joining us, but I was gonna go see what this clue is over here. Oh, never mind, it's gone. What the heck? Okay, I don't know. Maybe I'll leave later. Well, okay. Thank you, Navia. You're gonna be interesting help.
I see that you're investigating the area. Well, it just so happens that I'm interested too. If you find any new and interesting leads, be sure to share them with me, all right?
We don't
Sure.
have too many thoughts yet.
Then why don't I tell you my hypothesis first? The way I see it. And I'll start it with that loud thud.
Yeah, I don't know what that was.
Oh, you mean the sound that happened during the countdown?
Let's see, what do we have? The identity of the deceased. Well, crap. That's all we have.
Yes, exactly. It wasn't terribly loud, but I suspect that most people heard it.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
just that everyone was awaiting the results of Lyney's trick with bated breath, so no one paid it much mind. But now that the incident has happened, the thud has become an important clue.
That makes sense. So, what do you make of it?
I'm of the opinion that it may have been the sound of Lyney's accomplice. Lynette, perhaps. Jumping atop the water tank, or something like that.
No, the water tank
When
was... The
pyrotechnics
ropes were
went off,
burned.
she cut the rope, sending the water tank crashing down.
Wait, wasn't the noise we heard too loud for that?
Perhaps the balance wasn't right, leading to a particularly rough landing.
Then wouldn't the water tank have started to swing? And wouldn't we
That's
have seen her, like,
I suppose-
fall, too?
That does remind Paimon, though. What was with that sound?
I don't know. We might want to ask Lyney. During the switching performance, there's an audible thump that audience members may have heard. It was burned.
So this is the rope that broke and caused the water tank to fall. The rope looks pretty durable. How can it be burned through so quickly by fireworks?
So either Lyney didn't realize this was a safety concern, or...
Why are you suddenly so serious, Traveler?
Or what? I'm just looking at the word... I'm looking at the word... You know what I mean.
Whoa. Look! This bit is made from different
like a type of flash cotton.
So if a rope meant to hold something was made with that kind of material in it, then that means... Wait, why don't you write all this down? Let's take notes.
You take notes. Special rope. The rope was used to suspend the water tank. It suddenly broke when the fireworks were being launched on stage. The investigation has shown that the location of where the rope snapped was made of flammable material. Okay, so it was planned.
The investigation team has some new findings. Turns out there's an issue with the random number selector after all.
See, I told you. What if the machine picked some big guy's seat? You think the murderer would have still made his move then?
Sorry to interrupt, but we're helping Lyney and Lynette with their side of the investigation. What were you saying about the number selector?
You're trying to help them? That'll be a tall order.
Lyney used the machine to pick a random member of the audience during his performance, right? The lucky girl that later disappeared. Well, we thought there might be a serious problem with the machine.
It turns out that
Oh, sorry, I wanted to look at the machine.
wasn't random at all. The machine picks that same number every time. I'm sure you already know that you have to make a reservation in advance to get a seat, regardless of whether it's a trial or some performance. In other words, Lyney knew who would be sitting where from the very beginning.
That much checks out. Lyney reserved our seats for us, too.
Let's just see why I was saying it'd be tough to make a case for Lyney.
Thanks. Sorry for bothering you.
Even though it's bad for Lyney's case, Paimon had better write it down.
Yeah.
Hello there. What are you investigating?
Oh, this location has also been cordoned off because the Magic Troop members are currently considered prime suspects. The investigation team is still collecting evidence.
Lyney and Lynette don't have their visions, do
Seats
they?
were all booked in advance, so we were able to deduce the missing woman's identity by checking the guest list.
Could you tell us who she was?
Sure, it's not like this is confidential information. We will publish it later anyway when we petition the public to help us find the missing person. Her name is Halsey. She's a painter from Fontaine who's made a bit of a name for herself.
Halsey.
Apparently, she wasn't a regular at the Opera House, but she'd been feeling some pressure with her work lately, which made her decide to come see the magic show.
Okay.
The Magic Troop members all claim not to know her. We have looked into her social connections. It seems that she has no personal grievances or conflicts of interest with the suspects. Simply put, she wasn't related to the Magic Troop at all, which matches the features of the previous serial disappearances.
Were the victims of previous cases also chosen at random?
That's how it seems to us, in any case. Apart from the fact that they were all young women of around the same age range, there really weren't any other connections between them.
Okay then.
Thanks for letting us
No need
know.
to be so formal. If you do happen to see the missing girl, please be sure to contact us.
Oh yeah,
It's
of
of
course.
utmost importance that we get to the bottom of these disappearances.
Okay.
After the Chief Justice gave the order, everyone coming in or out must undergo a strict inspection. So, the missing girl couldn't have left from here. At least, not from that point on.
What about during the show?
I doubt there was much opportunity then either.
How can you be so sure,
Well, because I was in charge of security near the entrance at that time. I couldn't see Lyney's performance from here, which was quite a shame. Just my luck. But still, I did not abandon my post. And I stayed put no matter how loud the applause was. If someone had so much as even approached the door, I would have noticed it, let alone if they had tried to leave. We Melusines are good at that sort of thing, you know.
So,
They're so cute.
it's safe to say the girl couldn't have left through here. Alright, thank you for your help. This'll be useful.
Oh, sorry. I want to go to Fiorina's seat. Can I go there? Fiorina? I don't know. Ask Lyney on his end how he's doing.
Venue. Paimon wonders how Lyney's discussion with the guards is going.
Understood. Then I will be going with you. Just so you're aware, I will be monitoring your actions and making notes as necessary.
Very good. Thanks for being so agreeable. I'd pull a rose out of my hat as a gift for you if I could.
You may spare the pleasantries. I'm just doing my job.
I'd like a rose.
You've arrived. Who's this?
This is Navia. She wanted to join.
I'm Spina
Anadiro Sula's guardian angel. If you've got a problem, I've got the firepower. Sorry, I got a little carried away there. Call me Navia. I'm a partner of theirs, and will be helping investigate this whole situation. And these are my companions. Would you mind if they join as well?
Fine by me.
Oh, new helpers? I would be most grateful.
Well, let's just say we're tagging along. It's not every day you get to see the secrets behind magic performed on such a large scale.
Huh? Below stage?
Yes, a world of secrets is hidden beneath this magic box, prepared specifically for this switcheroo trick. But before I reveal everything, you should have a look first. Notice anything strange here?
I don't think you can.
I'm not trying
oh,
to
you
be
can.
dramatic. Remembering the details of a trick will help you understand the methods used to perform it more easily.
Huh. Weren't there balloons and other decorations here? Where did all that go?
Ah, good eye. That said, you're still far from discovering the answer.
The back of the door isn't the same. Ooh.
You mean the inside of the door? What's different about it? Paimon didn't notice anything.
Very good indeed. I thought you might not be able to catch that, given that you were sitting in the first row. The back of this door was patterned. Those patterns are now gone, replaced by a smooth wooden board.
Interesting.
So, if you put 2 and 2 together, what do you get?
So there's another box inside this one.
Exactly. All right, let's go. I'll tell you how it works as we head down.
All right.
The lucky audience member in it would be shuttled over to the other side using the trolley.
This trolley can raise and lower and even rotate, ensuring that the box will face in the right direction.
I
Okay.
see. So that's the purpose of the box inside another box.
Precisely. The inner box would descend after the audience member was put inside and be moved along the trolley, all while the outer box would remain on stage as if nothing had ever changed.
Interesting.
That's how you did it!
Once the box was lowered, the trolley would store some energy through this device here, with which it would complete the rest of the steps. The audience member would only be able to feel some slight movements in the dark, and by the time she walked out, she would already be back on stage.
Then what about your side of what? What about your side? Yeah. What happened to you?
Talking that whole time, and you even came out for a moment near the end.
Ah, yes. A phonograph operated by Lynette was used to achieve that effect. My assistant and I had already scripted our conversation beforehand. When the countdown began, I had already gone to the opposite box via a tunnel using that ladder.
Oh, bro was just chilling in there.
Annette, where was she?
I was in the mezzanine space in the back of the box.
Oh.
Oh, interesting.
That's how we were able to coordinate Lyney's lines with the assistant. And, by the way, I was the one who walked out of the box at the end.
Oh?
We are twins. All it takes is a change of clothes and no one can tell who's who. And that's my
Okay.
favorite part of this trick. Only Lynette and I can perform it.
So that's how it all worked. Wow. Every detail you revealed was more amazing than the last.
I'm a little. So she walked out at the end or the beginning? I don't
Lynette
remember.
would briefly walk out of the box and then go back in, jumping into the tunnel and escaping before the box on the trolley could finish ascending.
Okay, I think it was at the end where like she
And
opened
then
it
I
and she
walk out
panicked.
of the other box in the audience area, and the trick would be complete. The operative word here being would.
What's this?
It was like a grappling hook and a few like.
Looks like a hook tied to the end of a rope.
Why is there a wooden plank down there? Lenny didn't mention this earlier.
Perhaps it was a prop for a different trick. But why would it have been left here?
It shouldn't be
Whatever
here.
it is, let's make a note of it first.
The metal hook has been tied to the end of this rope. So it's a grappling hook to get somewhere. Why were they trying to get somewhere?
The floor is wet. Please be careful not to slip.
Why is it? Why? There's things missing like all over the place. Like they're messy. It's
Why
messy.
would there be water here?
Maybe it was for a trick, but I don't.
It's one of those tricks where you pour water into a jug, and then flip the jug over only for the water to disappear? And here's a broken vase. Huh. Did the trolley knock it down while moving?
It shouldn't have.
That can't be. The trolley moves along tracks from start to finish. It couldn't have hit the vase at this distance.
Let's note this down too and think about it later.
Paimon. Alright. So, this is interesting to me. There's clothing. There's, like, this area right here is messy.
These are the clothes that the lady chosen from the audience was wearing, right? Her
I don't
clothes
know.
are here, but she's nowhere to be found.
Lyney, yeah, didn't mention. Blah, blah, blah. I'm so bad at reading. Lyney didn't mention the guests having a wardrobe change.
And do you really need to do that if you're kidnapping them?
Why are her glasses fogged up?
Ugh, this is so confusing. Paimon doesn't want to be a detective anymore.
Get better then. Young lady's clothes. They belong to Halsey. I think she... Okay. So there was a thief earlier. It didn't catch it on camera. I don't know why. There was a thief earlier. She looked like that girl from before. And she stole something. And then Lyney caught them and gave it back. But I don't know. He also twisted his ankle before the event. I don't know. Okay, here's something else. All kinds of props and costume haphazardly stuffed inside. Investigate. There's a vent. Someone vented.
It seems someone could fit through here.
Huh. Could this have been the suspect's escape route?
Alone, perhaps. But if they had to pull another person with them, the space would be too narrow.
There are no other ways in or out of here.
Other than those that go through the magic boxes, and Lyney and Lynette were in the 2 magic boxes.
You're right. Let Paimon write that down.
Okay. Crucial for transporting the magic box to the other side. Okay.
Seems we're just about done investigating down here.
Return to the surface. Alright.
Let's head back up.
Before I do that, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like and a comment. And share with a friend. I'd really appreciate it. Next episode, we're gonna continue the investigation, I guess. Yeah! I'm so excited. This is awesome. I didn't think this was gonna be the way Fontaine would turn out. But I'm excited. Yeah. Goodbye!